Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. Oh, I'm back. I'm back. Just getting Zoom ready, okay? Don't worry. Just getting logged in here, getting set up. Take your time. We just got done with class, so we're going to take a couple minutes before we get started. Good to see you all. Everybody get logged in, get comfortable. Get those cameras on, all right? There we go. Moo's back. Good to see you, Nano. Panda's right back here. Baymorn is back. Somehow I knew you'd be right back. I love it. All right. Gonna look at the chat here, just see what's going on. We meet again. Yes, we meet again. You're back in class. Oh, Baymorn's got a cat. Let's check it out. Baymorn has a cat. Wow. Tell me about the
Hello.
tell me about the cat. What is the cat's name? I think the connection is a little slow, but thanks for showing us the cat. Hey, cat. Hey. Looks very calm. Very calm
Cookies.
cat. All right. Okay. Always have a little excitement in this class. We got some cats. We have some sugar gliders. Tawan has a sugar glider. That thing is pretty awesome. Now I want one. Maybe I'll get a sugar glider this week. Maybe two. I don't know. Nano, how are you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for joining. I'll have you help me later in class. So be ready. Be ready to turn your microphones on if you want to practice, if you want to help me out. Thanks for showing me the cat, Baymorn. Panda, thanks for having the halo. It always brings us good luck. Thanks for tuning in, Tin. I see Tin again. He's got a nice headset. He's ready to rock and roll. He's serious. I bet he is a gamer. Somehow I think you play games. You probably play video games. Puna, good to see you. Excellent. We have some students returning and nice to see everybody. I love it. All right, we're going to start in about 1 minute. I'm going to let everybody get logged in, get settled in. And hi, Puna. Good to see you. Just sneaking right in there. And Nano, good to see you again as well. Okay, let's get started. So tonight we will go over a couple different lessons. We will start with the lesson for tonight, and then we will end with some of the lesson that we went over last night. Okay, so we will first do the new lesson, and then second, we will do the lesson from last night. We still have some things to talk about with like the earthquake. I know it's kind of sad. Um, it's not easy to talk about, but we can still learn from it. Okay, so we will repeat some of the stuff that we learned last night, some of the material. Okay. Once again, if it is your first class, my name is Calvin. Thank you for joining us. And there's about 12 of us in class right now, nice and small. So let's get started. A nice small class for us tonight. That's nice. Sometimes we need a change from the bigger classes. Okay, we are ready to go. So we have a photo here. We will talk about the photo. We will talk about the vocabulary words. Okay, we will repeat them. I will have you practice with me. We'll have different volunteers. Okay, I want different people helping me out tonight. We'll see who can try their first time. So just think when I ask to speak, just raise your hand. Don't even think about it. Just think that you need to practice to get better. That's what you should think. You need to practice to get better. Okay. So we have some vocabulary words. We have a couple short stories. They're just like a couple sentences, actually, more like paragraphs. And then that's it. All right. No big deal. So just a lot of vocabulary, some things about checking in at the airport. All right. That's the theme. That's the title here. That tells us a little bit about it. Okay. So we're going to start with the photo. Would anybody like to describe the photo? Raise your hand if you want to tell me what you see in the photo. All right. Just talk about it. All right. Move. All right. Let's do this. Tell me what you see in the photo.
Machine, two machines. Um, One woman, maybe she is ground attendant, maybe. Uh, and a man who is the passenger, uh, he uh, he wear jacket and has a one backpack. Uh, backpack is black color.
Yes. Okay.
Mhm.
Very
And
good.
okay,
Oh, you
yes.
can what else? You see
No,
some more, I
no.
think. Continue.
It seems like the airport is not busy.
Ah, oh, very good. Okay, very good. So it doesn't seem like the airport is too busy, right? Yeah, we don't see it like super crowded. There are some
Yes.
people in the background, but yeah, not super duper busy. Not okay. So very good. You said we have a man, the woman. Uh, you said like a ticket attendant or something. She's an attendant. She's staff. She works there. Yeah, she's giving him a ticket. You said something about the machines. Yes, the black backpack, and the green jacket. Yes, very good. And there's not too much else to talk about. It's kind of blurry in the background, right? We can't see too much, you know. But it seems like we're at the airport, right? And we know that from the title. So very good. Now keep your microphone on. Let's just practice some of the vocabulary. So everybody repeat after us. Smooth,
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 smooth.
passport,
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 passport.
flight,
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 flight.
digitally,
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 digitally.
ID,
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 ID.
available,
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 available.
confirmation,
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 confirmation.
print,
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 print.
smooth,
Smooth,
smooth.
smooth.
Yeah, at the end, there's the TH. So we have the, smooth,
Smooth,
smooth.
smooth,
Yeah, that's closer. Yeah, smooth.
smooth.
Yeah, passport,
Passport,
available,
available.
confirmation,
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 confirmation.
digitally,
Digitally,
digitally.
digitally.
Very good. Now repeat after me. Here we go. Hi there.
Hi there.
Welcome to Jingjiadi Airline.
Welcome to Jinjiadi Airline.
We're ready to get you checked in.
We're ready to get you checked in.
Let's make this smooth.
Let's make it smooth.
First, do you have your ID or passport available?
First, do you have your ID or passport available?
Great.
Great.
And your flight confirmation?
And your flight confirmation?
If you have it digitally or printed,
If you have digitally or printed,
that's perfect too.
that's perfect too.
Hey, nice job.
Thank
Excellent.
you.
Very good job. I got you to do a lot, okay? You probably didn't expect, but yeah, you did all the vocabulary words and then you read all this. So good job.
I like to read.
Oh, you
I
like to?
like to read.
Yeah,
You
good.
can ask me for it anytime.
Oh, perfect. Thanks for letting me know. Yes, I will definitely ask you for more help when it comes to reading those. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Excellent. Yeah, awesome. That's good to know. So if anybody else like, let me know if you like to read like that. That's good. Okay. Don't be afraid. Get that practice in. That's how you feel confident. That's how you get better. It helps with public speaking. Um, so many people have that fear of public speaking. Everybody from any country that speaks any language, that's just a common fear. And, sometimes it bothered me growing up, but the more that you do it, the more you feel comfortable. So it just kind of takes practice. It just kind of takes that first step. So I really think this class is a good way to start speaking in front of people and practice that public speaking. Okay. Because I think it's a little bit easier to speak like through this Zoom class than in front of like a group of people in real life. It's probably a little bit easier because, we're on camera, we're not together, we're, a long ways apart. Some of us are hundreds of miles away, maybe thousands of miles, so we're very far away. We're not really with each other right now. So I think it's a little bit easier to practice when you're on camera, when you're on the Zoom, when you're in class. So if you're a little bit nervous to speak to people in real life, face to face, well, now's a chance to practice in class. So I'm just trying to inspire you, trying to get you to practice. So good example, Moo. Thank you very much. That's awesome. Okay, let's move on down and we will practice these words you see right here. Let's get Nano. Nano, would you like to help? Can get your microphone on. Let's see. All right, everybody, repeat after us. Boarding pass.
Boarding pass.
Boarding pass.
Boarding pass.
Double check.
Double check.
Double check.
Double check.
Security.
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 Change.
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 Just in case.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Just in case.
Gate.
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 Monitor.
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 Liquid.
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 Double check.
Double check.
Double check.
Double check.
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 Security.
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 Boarding pass.
Boarding pass.
Double check.
Double check.
Security.
Security.
Good. All right. Thank you very much. Excellent. Thanks for speaking in front of the group. All right. Let's check out these sentences here. All right. Moo, I'll let you read this if you would like. Let's get that microphone on. All right.
Good.
So I'll just let you start it, okay?
Okay, yes,
Whenever you're ready, you can start and go ahead.
I can start now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Here's your boarding pass. You see your gate number on it. Make sure to double check the monitors just in case there are any changes. Now, you want to head through security. Remember to take out any liquid and electronics and have your boarding pass and ID ready.
Good. So just repeat this part here. We have to work on check. You have to practice this word. So just repeat after me, everybody. Check.
Check,
Check.
check,
Double check.
double check,
Good. Double check.
double check.
Make sure to double check.
Make sure to double check.
Make sure to double check the monitors.
Make sure to double check the monitor.
Good. Yeah, you fixed it already. So that's a little tricky word. So just remember that if you have a few problems with that, we have to make sure we get the k at the end, the CK, k, check. Okay.
Check.
Check. Good. You got it. And then there was one little thing. Where was it? Oh, I think, repeat after me. Liquids.
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 Remember to take out any liquids and electronics.
Remember to take out any liquids and electronics.
Good. Very nice. Thank you again
Thank
for
you.
reading. Yes. That's awesome. You like to read, you like to practice. All right. Let's move on down. And I will explain this phrase here. As you can see, we have a phrase, just in case. So this is basically saying, there might be a time when you need something, like I'm gonna bring some extra clothes just in case mine get wet. Or I'm gonna bring an extra towel to the beach just in case one gets wet. I'm going to pack an extra water bottle just in case I run out. It's just saying, something might happen. So I'll do something just in case that happens. All right. It's just like a phrase. So a lot of times we think about it when we think there might be a problem. So we're going to do something just in case. I'm going to bring an extra t-shirt just in case I get really sweaty, then I have an extra one. I'm going to bring extra money just in case the food is expensive, right? Just in case. You're just like preparing for something to kind of happen. And it's just kind of like you are just wanting to be well prepared. Like you might not need that extra t-shirt, but you're just going to bring it just in case. You might not need the extra money, but you're going to bring it just in case. There's a possibility you might need it. Okay. All right. The word liquid. Okay. Liquid. Repeat after me. Liquid. 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 All right. Ooh, did we do this one? I think it was hiding from us. I did not see it. Repeat after me. Electronics. 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 Security. Security. Double check. Double check. So this just means like you are checking something twice. You are just making sure that it got done. So maybe you're worried that you forgot to lock the door to the house or something like that, or you forgot to lock your car, something like that. So you want to double check. Maybe you go back and look to see if it's actually locked. You might double check just to make sure. So a lot of things we double check to see if the door is locked, to see if we packed our money, to see if we have our phone. We always double check before we like leave the house. Do I have my phone? Do I have money? Do I have my keys? We have to double check. We have to make sure, right? Okay. And I'm just going to read through some of these stories. Well, actually, raise your hand if you would like to read through some of these stories. And I know Moo would like to. So anybody else, would you like to read through some of these sentences? All right, Baymorn, here we go. Baymorn's ready to rock and roll. Get that microphone on. Okay. I don't know if we did this one last time. I'm going to find a new one for you.
Oh,
Here we go. All right, repeat after me, Baymorn.
เดี๋ยว
Here's your boarding pass.
ป้าจริงๆที่ชอบถามไปหมดอยู่
Here's your boarding pass.
เชื่อไหมเลยนะ
Whoops. Hold on one second. I gotta check something out here. I think she's frozen.
แหม่หางาม
Oh, can we get it going? All right, I'm gonna give you another chance, okay?
อ๋อโอเค yeah again
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, let's try again.
Okay.
Here's your boarding pass.
Here's your boarding pass.
You'll see your gate number on it.
You'll see your gate number on it.
Make sure to double check the monitors.
Make sure to double check the monitors.
Just in case there are any changes.
Any changes.
Good. Go ahead, you can read.
อ๋อ
Now you want to head through security. Remember to take out any liquids, electronics, and have your boarding pass and ID ready.
Very good. I like how you just started reading on your own, so I just let you go. Very good. Repeat after me. Let's just practice this last part. Now you'll want to head through security.
Now you want to head through security.
Remember to take out any liquids and electronics.
Remember to take out any liquids and electronics.
And have your boarding pass and ID ready.
And have your boarding pass and ID ready.
Very good. Thank you very much. Reading on your own in front of the class, getting that confidence. Excellent job, Babe Morn. She's back at it. She took a break. She took a couple days off and she's back strong. She's doing very well. Good job. Okay, I'm going to have Moo read some of these stories so you can get your microphone on. And I'm just going to have you read this one here at the very top, okay? So when you are ready, you can go, Moo.
Okay. Hi there. Welcome to Jingzai Airline. We are ready to get you checked in. Let's make this smooth. First, do you have your ID or passport available? Great. And your flight confirmation. If you have it digitally or printed, that's perfect too.
All right. Make sure when we have this right here, we got the
That-
S at the end. Yeah,
That's
perfect too.
perfect too.
Excellent. You fixed it. Okay. You can read this one now.
Okay. Do you have any bags to check today? Okay, perfect. Let's get those weight and tag. Please put them on the scale. Remember, each bag can be up to 20 kilograms, just to avoid any extra fees.
Just to avoid
Just to avoid.
any extra fees.
Just to avoid any extra fees.
Yeah. Avoid.
Avoid.
Yeah, there's kind of a hard D at the end. Avoid.
Avoid.
Avoid. Mhm. And
Avoid.
let's do weighed and tagged.
Weight and tag.
Avoid.
Avoid.
Weighed and tagged.
Weight and tag. Avoid.
Mhm. Let's do. Okay, perfect. Let's get those weighed and tagged.
Okay, perfect. Let's get those weight and tag.
Remember, each bag can be up to 20 kilograms.
Remember, each bag can be up to 20 kilograms.
Just to avoid any extra fees.
Just to avoid any extra fees.
Good. That was better. So let's practice that, everybody, 3 times. Avoid.
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 Okay, good. All right. Let's have you read this now, okay?
Okay. Here's your boarding pass. You see your gate number on it. Make sure to double check the monitors, just in case there are any changes. Now, you want to head through security. Remember to take out any liquids and electronics and have your boarding pass and ID ready.
Very good. Nice and smooth. Just reading smoothly throughout the whole thing. Very nice. You're speaking up nice and loud. Excellent. So that's it. That's all of them. So thank you very much. You got to read a lot tonight. Now you got a lot to practice. All
Yes.
right. And good to see you, Cobb. Orn. Oh, Orn, you got your camera on. Excellent. You got it figured out. Let's figure out what happened. Turn that microphone on.
Yeah,
So you figured it out.
yeah, I am just back from outside.
Oh, you're back from outside. Okay. So you're in the classroom. You got the camera on. Perfect. That's
Okay.
awesome. Okay. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Awesome. Okay. Oh, yeah. There we go. Okay. I think I accidentally hit the button again. So, okay, we have 20 students in class. Good to see everybody. Let's just take a 2-minute break. You can grab some water, move around, stretch, do what you got to do. We've been going at it for a while. Thanks for showing up, everybody. We have Nano here. We have Puna, Tawan, Orn is here now. Moo, Baymorn. Baymorn was in my last class, doing very well. Volunteering. Cobb is here now. Hello, Cobb. Good to see you. She's doing the piece. We have Team here and Panda with the cameras on. Awesome. There's 20 of you here right now. Good to see everybody. It is Sunday, March 30th, 8:26 p.m. Thank you for joining. My name is Calvin. I am a native English speaker from the United States of America. And I hope that you can understand me clearly. If you can, then you are in the right place. So let's learn together. I have class every night at this time from 7 to 9 p.m. Okay. You are free to join me every night. And also, you can join the other classrooms as well. You can join teacher Crew Joy and Crew Dream. So you don't always have to take class with me. You can jump around and try the other teachers, try the other classes. But if you want, you can stick with me. I love to have you here. All right. Let's check out the chat down here. Oh, Nano, he says he can't speak very well because he hurt his teeth. Okay, thanks for letting me know, Nano. Your teeth hurt. So I will let you take a break tonight. I won't call on you again. I want your teeth to heal. So thanks for letting me know. Maybe you went to the dentist. Okay. So you just relax tonight, Nano. And Baymorn's saying that every Saturday and Sunday she has math class. So she might be late. Okay. Thanks for letting me know, Baymorn. No problem. If you are late, that's no problem. You can get on Crew Joy's website and watch the lesson if you ever miss class. I will try to get you that information. If you know Crew Joy's website, you can get on it and watch all of the lessons that we record. So if you miss a class, you can watch it. It's recorded. Okay. I will tell you more about that this week. I need to find the actual web address so I can make sure I know what I'm talking about. But I know on the website she posts these videos for you to practice again. So Crew Joy's website. Awesome. All right. Thanks for joining, everybody. My name is Calvin, and we are going to get back to the lesson. Okay. Let's do it. Let's do this. So we've went through the stories. We've went through the vocabulary words. I just want to tell you the most important vocabulary words that you will hear when you are at the airport, when you are traveling. So all of these are a little bit important, but we really talk about passport a lot. If you are traveling to a different country, right? You need a passport almost always, right? It's the little book. You get stamps in it. It's got your picture. So passports is very important when you travel, especially to a different country. Flight, that's a very important word, right? If you get on a plane, you're getting on a flight, all right? A plane, a flight. ID, okay, is short for identification, which is just like your picture and your name. You need your ID sometimes when driving a car, when driving a motorbike, when getting on a plane, when traveling, you need that ID, that identification. All right. What else is important? Boarding pass. Very important. It's like the ticket, right? The boarding pass. You need the boarding pass to board the plane. That just means to get on. To board the plane, to get on the plane. A boarding pass just means it's a pass to get on the plane. It's a ticket, all right? The boarding pass. Double check. That's just a term we use when we just want to make sure we have everything. So when you are traveling, you really want to double check. Do you have your ID? Do you have your passport? Do you have money? You want to double check. Do you have your keys? You have to double check and make sure you have that. Security, when you go through the airport, you're going to go through security, right? You're going to walk through the line. They're going to have a metal detector. They are going to make sure you don't have anything bad on you, any weapons or anything like that. Any liquids, right? You can't have a lot of liquids. You can have a small amount of liquids. So the security will check that. All right. The phrase, just in case. I mentioned it before. It's just talking about thinking about a future problem. So you would say, I'm going to bring extra water just in case it's really hot. Or I'm going to bring extra t-shirt just in case I get wet today. Something like that. Liquid. All right. Liquid, we can only take a small amount of liquid on the plane. What else? Electronics. So when you're traveling, sometimes the security makes you take out your laptop and put it on a tray. So electronics, sometimes they make you take out your electronics, phone, laptop, something like that. Okay. So we talked a little bit about the airport, checking in, All right, so let's move on. Okay. We are going to talk about the lesson from last night. It was a long lesson. We had a lot of vocabulary words. There's a lot to learn. It was about the earthquake, and it's not fun to talk about. It's sad. So I want you to know I've been thinking about the earthquake. I hope all of you are okay. Some of you had to evacuate. I remember Cobb was telling me that she had to help evacuate people from her building where she works. So I know some of you had some scary moments yesterday with the earthquake. And so our lesson was about the earthquake, some words that we use, words that you hear in the news when talking about the earthquake. So that's what we're going to talk about. And it was a little bit scary, but we are going to try to make something positive about it. We're going to try to learn something about it. So let me get that pulled up here. And many of you know I lived in Los Angeles, California. Okay, for 5 years, I lived in California, and there were earthquakes like every week. Sometimes there were 2 or 3 earthquakes every week in California, but they are small ones. So sometimes you wouldn't even realize it. You would see on the news, like, oh, today there was an earthquake in Los Angeles, but you couldn't tell, it's so small. Sometimes they were a little bit bigger where they would knock something off the shelf, maybe a little bit of damage. So in California, when I lived there, I was used to hearing about earthquakes like every week, every month. There was maybe 6 or 7 sometimes in the area. So pretty common. But I know in Thailand, it is not very common. I know the epicenter was in Myanmar, and Thailand could feel the earthquakes. Bangkok had some buildings collapse, right? Some of the buildings came down all the way. So that's why we are talking a little bit about this, okay? So yes, it's very scary when it happens, when it's not very common, all right? So let's look at the lesson and just learn some words, okay? We just want to know some of the English words associated with it. Hold on one second. I'm getting it pulled up here for us. So yes, I just think it's a good time to learn something about it and try to make something positive, okay? All right, so I'm getting it pulled up right now. Thanks for being patient. Okay, so here are some of the words. All right, let's just repeat these. We can always practice and get better. And let's see, Cobb, would you like to get your microphone on? You can repeat after me. Good to see you.
Sure.
All right, let's start with the actual word we're talking about. I'm trying to find it. Oh yeah, here it is. Earthquake.
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 The earthquake was strong.
The earthquake was strong.
Emergency.
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 Service.
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 Overwhelmed.
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 Several.
Several.
Suffer.
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 Damage.
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 Collapse.
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 Structural.
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 Several.
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 Evacuate.
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 Seek.
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 Safety.
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 Open area.
Open area.
Open area.
Open area.
Okay, stay with me here. And let's repeat some of these sentences. Okay, repeat after me. The earthquake on March 28th
The the earthquake on March 28,
2025
2025
caused significant tremors
caused significant tremors
throughout Bangkok.
throughout Bangkok.
The earthquake on March 28th, 2025
The earthquake on March 28, 2025
caused significant tremors throughout Bangkok.
caused significant tremors throughout Bangkok.
Tremors.
Tremors.
Yeah, good. Okay, let's do some more. Many high-rise buildings
Many high-rise buildings
in the city
in the city
swayed
swayed
noticeably
noticeably
during the quake.
during the quake.
Very good. This word is tricky, so let's all practice this. Noticeably.
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 Many high-rise buildings in the city swayed noticeably during the quake.
Many high-rise buildings in the city swayed noticeably during the quake.
Awesome. That was great. Okay, let's try another one. Very good. Emergency services
Emergency services
were overwhelmed
were overwhelmed
with calls after the earthquake.
with calls after the earthquake.
Emergency services were overwhelmed with calls after the earthquake.
Emergency services were overwhelmed with calls after the earthquake.
Excellent, Cobb. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good. All right. Thanks for joining me. I see you. Got the camera on. Joining class. All right. Doesn't matter if you come late. I'm just glad you're here. And if you miss a class, no big deal. It doesn't matter to me. I know you are busy sometimes. I know sometimes we have emergencies. So just come to class when you can. I love to see everybody. All right. And if you ever miss a class, you can get on Crujoy's website, which I need to find the link for you guys. But if you get on her website, you can watch all of the lessons that are recorded. So if you missed the class, you can go and watch it. It's super awesome. And if you just want to practice, you can go back and watch, okay? So if you want to know, if you have questions, you can message Crujoy. I think most of you have her information, Crujoy, and you can ask her about her website. I will try to get the information for tomorrow night where I can show it to you, okay? Okay, let's move on. Let me see here. Tin, would you like to help me? You can turn on your microphone if you'd like to help. All right, cool. Repeat after me. Several,
Several,
suffer,
suffer,
structural,
structural,
damage,
damage,
collapse,
collapse,
evacuate,
evacuate,
safety,
safety,
transportation,
transportation,
disrupted,
disrupted,
closure,
closure,
system,
system,
temporary,
temporary,
transportation,
transportation,
temporary,
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 disrupted,
disrupted,
system,
system,
temporary,
temporary,
closure,
closure,
report,
report,
indicate,
indicate,
neighboring,
neighboring,
epicenter.
epicenter.
All right, repeat after me. The transportation system in Bangkok was disrupted
The transportation system in Bangkok was disrupted
with temporary closures of the BTS and MRT.
with temporary closure of the BTS and MRT.
Good. So let's do the whole thing by yourself. The transportation system in Bangkok was disrupted with temporary closures of the BTS and MRT.
The transportation system in Bangkok was disrupted with temporary closure of the BTS and MRT.
Very good. Just make sure we have S at the end. So closures.
Closures.
Yes, perfect. Closures.
Closures.
Yes, I can hear it very clearly now. Excellent job. Let's do one more because you're doing so good. News reports indicated
News report indicated
that the epicenter
that the epicenter
of the earthquake
of the earthquake
was in neighboring Myanmar.
was in neighboring Myanmar.
News reports indicated that the epicenter of the earthquake was in neighboring Myanmar.
News reports indicated that the epicenter of the earthquake was in neighboring Myanmar.
Excellent. Very good. Nice job. Thank you very much. Awesome. Makes me very happy. We are getting through these, and some of these are tricky. Like this one has a lot of long words. Indicated, epicenter, earthquake, neighboring, Myanmar. No problem for us, right? We can all get through that. We just take our time. Some of us read it slower, some of us read it faster. Doesn't matter. You just read it at your own pace, at your own ability. And I just want to remind everybody that everybody's a different level, doesn't matter what age you are. Everybody here is here because you want to learn English. That's what's important. That's what's cool. Doesn't have to do with age, doesn't matter if you're a boy or girl, doesn't matter where you live. We are just all here to learn English. That's what we have in common. That's pretty cool, right? We are all here to learn English and get better. So just focus on yourself. If you see somebody that's doing well, just be happy for them. We want everybody to do well, but really just focus on yourself. And if you are practicing every night, if you are coming to class every night for 1 hour, that is more than enough time. That is plenty of time, 1 hour every night. So just come as much as you can and you will get better. You will get better every day, just a little bit. Okay. You might not notice every day. When you get done with class, you're not going to be able to tell like you're so much better. But week after week, month after month, year after year, that's when you notice the big change. Okay. So just keep coming back month after month. It does take time to learn a new language. Right now, I'm learning Thai. I am a beginner, but I'm learning Thai and I've been learning for a few months, but I know I'm going to practice the rest of my life. I'm going to learn a little bit for the rest of my life. So I want you guys to look at it that way if you want to. Just always try to get better every day. Come to class, practice a little bit when you can every day, and you will be an English speaker, okay? You all are English speakers already. All of you can speak English right now, a little bit, some of you a little bit more, but you are English speakers right now. That's pretty cool. Okay, we have 20 students in class right now. My name is Calvin. I am a native English speaker, born and lived in the United States my whole life. So if you want to learn from a native English speaker, you are in the right place, okay? I am traveling a little bit right now, but I have lived in the United States my whole life. It's good to have you all with me. Let's get back to class. We have about 12 or 13 minutes left, okay? So once again, I just want to hope that everybody is okay. Everybody's friends and family is safe from the earthquake. I'm sure some of you had some scary experiences, but this is something we just hope doesn't happen again, okay? We just want to learn from it, all right? Let's repeat some of these words. So, me, would you like to help me out? Turn on the microphone if you'd like to practice. Me. All right.
Okay.
Good to see you. Rescue.
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 tirelessly,
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 tirelessly.
tirelessly,
Yeah, that's a tricky word. Even for me, I have to slow down and think about it. So that's good. Search,
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 rubble,
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 survivor,
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 collapse,
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 survivor,
survivor,
collapse,
collapse,
rubble,
rubble,
hospital,
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 treat,
hospital,
treat,
trace,
treat.
trace,
A large number of,
trace,
a large number of.
a large number of,
Yes, it's like a phrase. Yeah, a large number of.
a large number of,
Injured,
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 aftershock,
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 continue,
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 continue.
continue.
Excellent. Thank you. All right. Thanks for helping out me. Good to have you in class. All right. Let's look at some more vocabulary words. Okay. Everybody repeat after me. Disruption. Disruption. The earthquake caused disruption. The earthquake caused disruption. International. International. Assistance. Assistance. Trying to just find the most important words here that have to do with the earthquake. Aftershock. Aftershock. So that's talking about, there's the main earthquake happened. And then sometimes there's an aftershock, like maybe 1 hour later. It's kind of like the vibration happens again. Sometimes an aftershock happens 1 day later. Okay. But I hope that explains a little bit. It's not the main earthquake, it's the aftershock. It comes a little bit later, sometimes 10 minutes, sometimes 1 hour. There's a little bit more of the shake. Okay. What else can we practice? This phrase here, it's a little bit strange to say. A large number of, but I'll give you an example. If you are going, or if you go to the store, you might buy a large number of eggs, or you go shopping, you buy a large number of shoes, or a large number of something. You buy a lot of something. A large number of books. Okay. You might find a large number of movies or something you like DVDs or something. Back in the day, you would collect a large number of something. A large number of books, large number of something just means a lot of something. Injured. I think most of us know that. Yeah. Many people got injured. You got hurt. All right. And let's just practice a couple of these sentences. Okay. So right here, we're talking about structural damage. That means there was damage to the building, like a piece fell off the building or came crumbling down, something like that. There was structural damage. So repeat after me. Several buildings suffered structural damage. Several buildings suffered structural damage. And some even collapsed. And some even collapsed. All right, let's say the whole thing together. Several buildings suffered structural damage and some even collapsed. Okay, another very important word that comes up when we're talking about the earthquake is evacuate. So repeat after me. Evacuate. 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 We had to evacuate the building. We had to evacuate the building. Okay, so it just means you have to leave, you have to exit, you have to get out of the building or evacuate the building. Okay. It starts shaking, starts getting dangerous. So they say, evacuate the building. Sometimes there's sirens. Evacuate, get out. All right. Collapse. All right. That means it falls all the way down. Okay. It doesn't just, crumble a little bit or break a little bit. Collapse means it falls all the way down. So there were a couple buildings that collapsed all the way down to the ground. So hopefully that's over. I know it's scary, but probably won't happen again. Okay. Just never know when those things happen, but not very common. So hopefully it doesn't happen in a long, long time. Okay. So I know it's not fun to talk about. I know it's a little bit sad, but we want to learn a little bit and try to make something positive out of it. So we're just trying to learn about the English words. When I watch the news, I watch English news from the United States, and it is talking about the earthquake. So people in the United States know about the earthquake in Myanmar. They know about Thailand. They know about Bangkok, and they know about the buildings that have collapsed. So Americans know, they see it on the news because I watch the United States news, and it's a big story. So many people are thinking about Thailand, thinking about Myanmar. Many Americans want everyone to be safe, including me. I want everybody to be safe, and I know it's scary. And I know when I lived in California, there were earthquakes a lot, but they were smaller. They were not this big. So this is much scarier. So I can understand. I hope everybody's friends and family are okay. And we hope it doesn't happen again. There's just, we never know. So thanks for learning with me about this. Okay. We'll do a couple more words. All right. And let's do this one. Overwhelmed. Repeat after me. Overwhelmed. Overwhelmed. So this means like there's just so much going on. You feel overwhelmed. It's a feeling you get. Like sometimes you feel happy, you feel sad. Sometimes you feel overwhelmed. Usually if you are like really busy, usually if you have a lot going on, you're very tired, you're exhausted. But we're talking about the earthquake, right? So many people feel overwhelmed because very scary. Maybe you were involved, maybe you had to evacuate the building. So maybe you feel overwhelmed that happened. It just means there's a lot of emotions. There's a lot of things that you feel, probably a little bit scared, probably a little bit nervous, that's scary. So overwhelmed. All right. A lot of emotion. Does not feel good to be overwhelmed. All right. Does not feel good to be overwhelmed. Many times people, if there's no earthquake, no disaster, you might feel overwhelmed from work. Maybe you've been busy from work for, several weeks, maybe a couple months. It's just been work. So a lot of people feel overwhelmed from work. Okay. A lot of people have big families. You might have big families. You might have children. It's a lot of responsibilities. You might feel overwhelmed. Work, things like that. Okay. Does not feel good. to feel overwhelmed. This word here, let's practice. Sway. Sway. So that's talking about the buildings would sway the earthquake. Okay, it just means to shake back and forth. Right? And let's just do one more word. Okay. Repeat after me. Tremor. 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 So that is when it shakes, the ground shakes. That's a tremor. And it's usually talking about like after the earthquake, sometimes there's little tremors. You can still feel it shake. Okay. Just means the ground shakes. It's a tremor. Okay. So the earthquake caused tremors. Okay. The earthquake caused the ground to shake, caused some tremors. All right, we're going to end the lesson there. So thanks for learning with me. I know that's not fun to talk about the earthquake, but there's nothing we can do about it now. It happened. So we're just going to try to make something positive. We're going to try to learn some of the words. Okay. And I hope everybody's safe. I hope your friends and family are safe. All right. And many people across the world know, and they are hoping that, as many people can be helped as possible. And I've been hearing about it on the United States news. I watch ABC News, NBC News, and they've been talking about the earthquake. So many people care about Myanmar. Many people care about Thailand right now. People are thinking about you. And thanks for learning with me. Some of you were new tonight, so welcome to class. Many of you I see every night, so it's good to see you. We are a family here. We are a community. You are all part of this English learning classroom community, okay? This is our classroom. This is not my classroom. This is everybody's classroom, okay? So thank you for joining. I just want to remind you that when you log into Zoom, you can choose to come to my class every time. That's awesome. I love it. You can also choose to check out Crew Joy's classroom sometime if you want, or Crew Dreams. I just want you to know you have the option. If you want to come to my class every time, I love it. So I just want you to know you are paying for class and you have many options. I will also get the website information for you so I can share it in the chat tomorrow. I will try. And on the website, you can watch all of the lessons. So like this hour I record, it's recording right now. And then I put it on the website so that you can watch it later. So I will get that information next class. Okay, it's on Crew Joy's website. So thank you everybody for joining me. We are going to leave the room. And when you leave the room, you are in the main room, Crew Joy's room, and you can stay in there and talk and hang out for a little bit. I don't think she cares. So if you want to stick around and Zoom, you can. So I'm going to turn on the microphones. We could say goodbye. And then when you exit this classroom, you can hang out in the main room, I think, for a little bit if you want. Okay. So stick around. Okay. Hang out in Zoom. Here we go. Microphones are on if you would like to say goodbye. Oh,
Bye.
Baymorn, good to see you again.
Thank you for encouragement and caring.
You are welcome. Yes, you are welcome. I've been watching the news and learning myself. So I'm thinking about everybody, and I hope everybody's friends and family are safe. So I hope everybody has a good night, okay?
Teacher,
Good night. Thank you for
Okay,
teaching
good night,
me.
teacher.
teacher,
Get your sleep, get your rest, stay healthy.
may I tell a story?
Yes, let's hear it. What do you got?
One day I go to the
See
mall,
you, teacher.
I at Nakhon Pathom, and like I was about to get food, like everything started to feel shaky, very very shaky.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought the kid next to me shake the table, but I see the light, it move.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah,
So my
talking about,
mom told me to get out, and we just wait in the lobby to see what
yeah. Wow, I'm glad you're
someone told us
okay.
to get out.
Yeah, that was scary, wasn't it? I'm glad you're okay. Yeah, I don't think that will happen again. So I'm glad we don't have to worry about that. Yeah, that was a little bit scary.
No more aftershock.
Yeah, aftershock. Yeah, I hope. Yeah. I hope it's all done. I don't think it will happen again. So we won't have to worry about it. But thank you for sharing. Thank you for telling me about it. I'm glad you're safe. You strong? You healthy? Yeah,
No,
you're
still a bit dizzy.
oh, you're a little bit dizzy still? Yeah. Yeah, you'll be okay. You'll be okay. Just sleep, eat good. You'll be feeling great tomorrow, okay? I think you're a strong girl, right? Let me see your muscles. Yeah, yeah. Strong girl right there. All right. I'm glad you're okay. Thanks for talking about it, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, see you, teacher.
Okay, thanks for joining everybody.
Bye.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Bye
All
bye.
right. Have a good night. Be safe, everybody. Bye-bye.